Hi everyone, I'm done with Christmas and winter and back to doing normal DIYs. And for this first one, I have one of these house shadow boxes and I'm just tracing around it and then cutting out with some scissors on some scrapbook paper that I have got from Michael's. And I could have taken the back off, but I couldn't be bothered. So I'm just measuring all the edges, see how much I need to cut off, and then just marking it off with a ruler, and then I'm going to trim it down. If you paint the stripy part or whatever picture pattern you have in the back of your house, then you don't need to worry about the sides so much, but I wanted to make sure it fit perfect because I wasn't going to paint it. And I thought I trimmed enough off the bottom, but I hadn't, so I just cut that down as well. And then I'm just going to glue it on with a glue stick. You can use whatever glue that you like. And I just make sure all the corners are pressed down. And I have these wall stickers from Dollar Tree. And I'm just going to take off this cute wee plant and place it in the middle. And I'm going to use some Dollar Tree Super Glue Wood Glue. And I have these Scrabble letters. You can get them in Dollar Tree. These ones were for Amazon. They were from Amazon. And I'll link them down below. And I love how this turned out. It's just nice and cute and simple. This DIY is so easy. I have one of these ceramic round pieces from Dollar Tree and I'm just cleaning it with some alcohol. And then I have these mandala wall stickers. I looked for them for so long and I finally found them. So I'm going to use them twice in this video. And then I just stick it to the front and that's it. Oh wait, I burn off the wee hairs on the hanger and then that's it. Sorry that the light is shining on it because it's silver, it's reflecting, but it was nice and easy and turned out really cute. And then I have another house shadow box, and this scrapbook paper pack was from Shein and I will link it down below. And I'm going to use this feather design and I'm just going to draw around the box and cut it out just like I did in the first DIY. I thought that I could just score off the sides, but the paper's too thick. So I went back and I just measured it like I did with the first DIY, and obviously that turned out much better. So I just keep measuring it and making sure that it is going to fit in properly because I don't want to see that pattern in the back. And once I have it all trimmed down, I just make sure it's going to fit. Oh, I still had to cut more off the bottom. Anyway, once I have cut it all down and it fits, I always check it before I glue it down. And then I just glued it down with a glue stick as well. Just make sure that you glue all the edges and corners because you don't want them to peel up. And then also make sure you push down in all the corners as well. And I also got these ribbons from Shein and I will link them down below as well. And I just want to trim off a length of this to fit around the house. And I'm just going to glue it on with hot glue. And these ribbons, I thought they were $4 for 4, but I got 30% off and it was $2.65 for these 4 ribbons, so I thought that was a good deal. So I'm just hot gluing it and then hot gluing the back, and I pulled it tight because I'm going to stick some greenery in here, but I'm going to do that off camera. You can of course always use the Dollar Tree ribbons. They have lots of pretty ones. And this is how it turned out. And I also got that greenery from Shane, and I'll link that down below as well. This is another easy DIY, and I'm just taking the back off this autumn sign and I'm just tracing it around some scrapbook paper, and I want it to be the white side showing, so it doesn't really matter what the other side looks like. And then I'm just placing it back in the frame, and then I have another of these mandala wall stickers. I just stick that down inside and that's it. And I think this one was nice and simple but turned out really pretty. This sign is also from Dollar Tree, and it had a metal home word on the front of it, but I took it off and used it for a previous DIY. So I just sanded that part down where the glue had come off, and now I'm just using a tool from Dollar Tree to take off the wood parts, and I'm making sure that I put them down to the side in the right order that they're going to go back on. And I just pull off any excess paper and sand it down. And then I just do that for all the sides. You can take the paper off the whole sign if you want to. I just pulled off some bits that were like really sticking up, and then I just gave it a sand because I'm going to cover it with scrapbook paper anyway, so you're not going to notice that some of it doesn't have paper on it. So I have this alchemy scrapbook paper, and I will link it down below. I got it from Amazon and it's so beautiful. It has so much pretty sun and moon and stuff in it. And I decided that I'm going to use this sheet here. So I'm just going to tear it out. So now that I've tore it out, I'm just going to measure it. I decided I wanted to have this corner, all the pictures in that corner showing, so I'm just turning it over, and the leads kept coming out my pencil, so I had to use a Sharpie. I'm just marking off where I want to cut it, and then I'm using this cutting tool just to make sure all the lines are really straight. And then I am going to glue it on with a glue stick, and I'm just making sure I cover the whole thing and all the corners and stuff. Now you can use Mod Podge or some other kind of glue if you want to. I was seeing if it was going to cover up that sun, I should have moved it over a wee bit. But then I'm going to use some Dollar Tree Super Glue wood glue, and I'm going to glue the wood pieces back in place. You could use hot glue if you wanted to, but when it's a wood I like to use wood glue. And then, because I left them at the side in the right order, they all fit back perfect. You don't even have to take the frame off, you could just cut out the paper to fit inside, but I think it looks better if you do it this way. So once that's stuck on, I have this beaded circle thing and it's from Dollar Tree, so I'm just going to hot glue it down because it fits right perfect inside that square. But I'm making sure that the metal part at the top is at the top because we're going to cover that up. So once that's stuck down, I have some of this ribbon from Dollar Tree, and I'm just going to tie. I want it to be 2 lengths at the end, so I just tie it in a bow and leave the 2 different lengths hanging. And I couldn't get my bow to look how I wanted it, but I got there eventually. And then I have these keys from Dollar Tree, so I'm just going to hot glue them to the ribbon. And then once I have hot glued them, I am just going to trim off the excess ribbon underneath. So I wasn't sure how long I needed it to be, and that was just the last piece on the roll. And then I should have probably left them hanging, but I glued down the keys as well. And then I decided to finish it off. I would add 4 of these half beads to the corners, but then I didn't like the edges, so I'm using this burlap ribbon from the pack of 3 that you see there from Dollar Tree, and I'm just cutting it in half right up the middle, and then I'm going to hot glue it to all the sides. And I think this definitely finishes it off. I will just show you me doing one side and not all of them. And then once I've glued it down, I just take the lighter and I burn off all the wee hairs. And then I did that for every side, and this is how it turned out, and it's definitely my favourite DIY of the video. Let me know which one of these are your favourite. So just leave me a comment down below. And thanks for watching. I'll see you next video. Bye.